Oh, I'm sorry, Hillary. I thought that you were...
I know, Tad, I know. I just...
Look, we definitely don't have to do anything if you don't want to.
No, I know we need to.
I know. It's awkward. I mean, people are watching.
Doesn't it bother you?
Used to. Now I just focus on the things I can control. Lighting still gets to me, though.
Right? To be honest, I wasn't thrilled about them bringing me to Tampa like this. But now that I understand why I'm here, and seeing what kind of guy you are, I want to do my part. But it's my choice, you know, not anyone else's.
If you think I don't respect the living shit out of what you just said, you'd be dead wrong. What?
I really have a thing for mustaches. It's always been a weakness.
And I'm very glad I have such a big one.
But still, I feel all kinds of awkward, and I know that they are watching.
I know. Story of my life.
Look, I know I shouldn't say this, Tad, but
What?
I think I'm getting there.
And I have a great idea for something that might speed things up.
Yeah, that works.
Glory, liberation, glory, procreation. Take me down to your sacred place so we can find a sweet salvation. Glory, hallelujah, I'm gonna do something to you. Lay you down on this gravel ground. Let us say I hardly knew you. Oh, I cannot resist you, those massive bedroom eyes. Your gutters aching, my tropical surprise. Let's try you on for size. Glory, preservation, blessed propagation. Don't look now, but I'll show you how I'm gonna satisfy your expectation. And we do this for progress, we do this for the earth. This great procreation will trigger our rebirth for all that we are worth.
I'm there.
Oh, ribbity bop bop, skibbity bop bop, yeah, bop.
You're so freaking hot.
Ribbity bop bop bop.
Yes, grasp me with your legs, because that's how we made.
Glory, procreation, blessed liberation. Take me down to your sacred place, to your sacred place, to your sacred place.
What? Come on, what's wrong with you? Now what?
I know, Hillary. I'm not happy either. Rest in power, Tad. God damn it! Okay, plan B. Congrats, Romeo. You've been promoted.
We're doing dinner in this tank tonight? Cool.
Bad news, buddy. Tad is dead.
Tad. Who's Tad?
That's right. You can't understand me.
Yes, I can.
Tad was the other male frog here with you, the second to last male Bolivian Sehuencas Water frog on Earth.
Oh, that Tad. Got it. So, dinner. I was thinking Bryant.
Which means you're the last male of your kind. Which means if we can't get a female to mate with you.
Mate with me? Okay, well, what's going on here? I fear I am comically not understanding something.
If we can't get a female to mate with you, all Sehuencas water frogs will go extinct. My life's work will be over.
Well, then I guess we're going extinct because I have absolutely no interest in mating. I'm happy just as I am. Now then, I would like to have my dinner now, please.
What would I even do without you guys? Look at me talking to a frog who can't even understand me.
Well, yes, I can. Frogs speak people.
You amphibians have had a tough run, Romeo. First, you get ravaged by a rare disease that we couldn't cure and I still can't pronounce.
Cytridiomycosis.
Then big rubber corporations roll in with their deforestation, displace half of you, then
Climate change.
climate change, which pretty much wipes out the rest of your kind, especially the males, except for Tad.
Don't say me.
Except for you.
Jesus. I'm the last frog crouching?
Hey, don't look at me like that. You know, every female we've put in the tank with you has rejected you.
Okay, nuh-uh. I rejected them. I did the
Look,
rejection.
Romeo, real talk. We both know you're not half the frog Tad was.
Okay, that seems like an abrupt and unfair escalation.
Maybe 1/10, 1/16. The most important number right now is 1. 1 male left. You're the last shot. You're the last chance. We get one more try. Yeah, it's do or die. You're my best frog, of what's left of the rest frog. And you're next in line for the great unknown. Destiny can be yours alone, little frog. I'm talking to a frog. I went to stand for Jesus Christ. You're my best hope. It's the big game, and it's Cooperstown, but we're one run down. So it's up to you. What's next to do, little frog? I'm talking to a frog. This is how it starts. This is how it always is. Born with a heart murmur, all stayed in high school swimming. Dyslexia goes undetected until 6th grade. And still I made the honor roll, worked my ass off, got the grades, exceeded every expectation. Who was this elite sensation? Turns out she had no foundation, sinking to the bottom of her field. But is her fate yet sealed? See this? The latest report from the UN. 1 million animals and plants are at risk of extinction in the next decade. It could plunge the planet into the 6th mass extinction event in Earth's history. That sound good to you? Huh? You think we should do something about it?
I don't know. It's hard to think when I'm hungry.
Can't I just do this one thing? This one tiny thing? Save the world. Is that too much to ask? You're my last shot at the brass ring, 'cause my life so far hasn't been so great. But there's one more chance that it's not too late to make a difference, and just maybe Marcy saves the world. Marcy saves the world. Marcy saves the world.
I can't do this. I want out. Oh, Dad's an asshole. He left me here. I can't do this. Why did he die? Do you hear me? I'm freaking out. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Who am I talking to now? But who the hell am I talking to now? I mean, Marcy gets it, but no, she doesn't really get it. But look at her. Look at how often she sleeps here. Not that I have any problem with that. I mean, it's safe in here. No predators. What do I know? I'm just cold-blooded,
That's the story you can start spreading. Yeah. Bug-eyed, happy, warm and friendly. I'm cold-blooded, and I'm embarrassed cause my skin's shedding. And I don't like change, it gets me heated cause I'm cold-blooded. And I'm ugly, sorry but I said it, I'm ugly. Believe me, I regret it, I do. Yeah, it gets me, it really hits a nerve, yeah, it gets me. I really don't deserve to be this frog that even a princess won't kiss. But no, I like my life the way that it is. Maybe it didn't turn out exactly the way that I wanted it to, but hey, I'm alive. Yeah, I bet Tad wishes that he could say that. See, Tad? That's what trying to be the hero gets you. All I ever wanted was to eat some flies, watch the sunset with my protruding eyes, waste time, enjoy these plastic skies. I don't need a lot, I got my mulch and sand. I like my larva, I eat it with one hand. I'm happy in this aquatic wonderland. I am my own frog, I sit on my own stool, excrete my own waste from deep down inside. And I'm not your savior, no, I'm not that guy. So don't choose me, you will lose me. Mating screws me, cause damn it, I don't wanna die.
You really gonna just sit there and not say anything?
What would you like me to say?
I don't know. Ask me a question?
Okay, what would you like me to ask you?
I don't know. What I like?
Okay, what do you like?
I like water. I love water. Water is the best. I love water because it is wet.
Okay.
You know what else I like?
No.
I love food. Food is the best. I love food.
Oh, okay, you think I'm being inauthentic.
Do I?
Look, I'm sorry. Can we just start over?
I don't know. Can we?
You can ask me about my eye if you want.
What eye?
My missing eye.
Oh, that eye.
You can ask me about it. It's okay. I know you want to. Everyone wants to.
Yeah, well, I'm not everyone.
Fine. Don't ask me about it. We can just sit here, and that sad woman with the white coat will just come and take me out, and that'll be the end of it.
So what happened to your eye?
Snake ate it.
You can relax. I won't bite.
Yeah, I know, we don't have teeth.
First dates are so awkward, right? My name is Hillary.
Not that it matters, but I don't think you killed Tad.
Because I didn't.
Smart. That is exactly what I would say.
No one's asking what you would say.
Smart. I'd say that too.
You're a jerk.
Also, I don't like your croak. It's a real, to put it scientifically, vagina demoisturizer.
Are you aware that sometimes amphibians put on a tough front to mask being scared and vulnerable?
Come on, just grab me around the torso by your forelimbs and fertilize my eggs as they emerge.
It may take a few minutes. It may take days, even weeks.
As you know, it varies by frog to frog.
But no matter how long it takes, you're gonna mate with us.
Hey frog, where you going? What's your hurry? Sit down. Hey frog, where you headed? What's your hurry? Sit down. We don't like this any more than you do, but the only difference, we're still gonna do you. Hey frog, we're doing this for all God's creatures. Hey frog, we're doing this
because I'm missing an eye.
Hey frog, we've been ready, we've been waiting, big guy. Hey frog, though you're sweaty, we're still dating, thereby. Just as long as you continue breathing, none of us are leaving, better start believing. Hey frog, we're doing this for all God's creatures. Hey frog, we're doing this, so hop along, we've got a lot to do. 'Cause we're doing this, and we're doing this with you.
Seriously, Romeo? You pissed off all three?
He didn't mate with any of them? Not even one?
No, but I have calls out to colleagues around the world to find other mates and to search for other male specimens.
You know, I'm starting to think, scientifically speaking, this frog is a real piece of shit.
That's an unkind assessment.
Why did you call me? Why am I here?
I need research funds to lead an expedition to the Bolivian cloud forest to find potential mates for Romeo.
Why would anyone do another thing for that garbage frog?
He deserves a second chance.
Why?
Because this is bigger than him. If these frogs go, it would throw everything off balance. Everything is connected. From the rotation of the sun to the brightest star in the Milky Way. Losing any living thing forever would be cataclysmic, world-ending. And I know Romeo and I can stop that. We just need some help.
Still, it's a hard pass for me. That frog sucks.
Romeo can do this.
You know,
I know he can.
I used to be like you.
God help me.
Did I ever tell you why I became a scientist?
Listen, you don't have to.
Wyndham Sr. pulled some strings and got me into Johns Hopkins. Not for my betterment, no. He owned a chemical company and wanted someone on the inside to cook the research, to get money from the government, investors, wherever. All the dark places money hides. It sickened me when I found out. So I devoted the next 10 years of my life to the truth, to morality, and to science. I wanted to protect the planet. I wanted to protect the trees. I embraced the counterculture movement while staying clear of STDs. I vowed that I would spend the decade fighting for the highest truth. But after 10 long years of labor, I wrote off morality to you. I was lying to myself for believing I could change the way things were. Yeah, I was lying just like you. And it took a little time to learn what everyone knew. No one is coming to save us. The Light Brigade has been dismissed, and Iron Man does not exist. No one is giving a door prize. Might as well throw in with the bad guys. I like you, Marcy.
Then give me the money for this trip. I can do this.
Are you dating anyone?
I don't see how that's related.
All I'm saying is, maybe it's not Romeo's love life you should be worrying about. I'm taking off my boss hat.
Please don't.
Off the record.
Let's stay on it.
Have you tried one of those dating websites?
Can we get back to work here?
Maybe the reason you're so laser focused on Romeo's love life is because it's a convenient way for you to not stay focused on the shambles that is yours. You've been lying to yourself, and I can only guess the reason why. Yeah, life is hard. You need love, and I don't mean to push, but sometimes friends need a shove. No one is coming to save us. The saints have bid their last farewell, their better angels gone to hell. No one is handing out blue skies, and I can't just keep losing with the good guys. That gets you nowhere. Marcy, I've been there, no fresh air. Au contraire, just cold, incomprehensible despair. When my father died, he left all that money from all those dark places to my diaper load of a sister who has a mansion in Clearwater while I rent a one-bedroom in the asshole of Florida that is Tampa.
I like Tampa.
Trust me, it's no Clearwater. You think Hulk Hogan would live in a dump like Tampa?
We're way off subject. Look, I'm giving you the chance to do the right thing here. No one is coming to save us, 'cause guys like you are bought and sold. Greed snuffed out your heart of gold. I'm done hitting a brick wall. The time has come to save us all.
Was that it then, this whole save the world thing?
Mark my words. I'll get what I want with or without you. This is my lab. You get out. Who is he to be talking about my love life? Shambles? Are you kidding? What kind of word is that, anyway? Shambles. I mean... Hey, Romeo, wake up. I'm talking to you.
It means a state of total disorder. It actually comes from an old term meaning butcher's slaughterhouse. So, in effect, Wyndham is saying that your love life resembles the kind of chaotic and harrowing scene one would encounter upon entering a butcher's slaughterhouse.
Exactly. Doesn't mean anything.
I agree. Let's just forget about all this and go back to the way things were.
And I certainly don't need a dating website. I mean, sure, I haven't been on a date since you know who.
Dan, 2 years ago.
But I see no sense in going over my entire dating history because that would be highly unproductive and give us very limited data.
Agreed. Do not give us your dating history.
I was 20, he was humble. I learned how quick dreams could crumble. 'Cause he died so young, that poor sweet man. I stored my grief and kicked the can. I survived the scars of winter's discontent. He was my first mass extinction event. But did I listen? I was eager, he's a broker. I'm a vegan, he's a smoker. But I let him in, he let me down. And just before I hit the ground, I survived the tragic flight of my descent. He was my next mass extinction event. Just like the Ordovician, where almost every fishing creature was to be no more, had a Devonian disaster wider and much vaster than any past disaster before. Permian dilemmas, Triassic guys who criticize Cretaceous dudes with attitudes. I was tired, Dan was willing, yes, the sex was less than thrilling. I still tried to give it all I had, but the wall he built was ironclad. He was just another lifetime that I spent, not at all content. Now I'm drastically hell-bent on making him my last mass extinction event.
Good. You tried your best, but just because you want me to do something doesn't mean that I can or should.
Who needs a dating site anyway? The data the sites produce is not empirically accurate and in no way depicts who a person really is. The subjects lie to make themselves seem more attractive to the other subjects. It's simply unscientific.
Good. Just so we're all agreed.
Just so we're all agreed, I don't need a dating site, not looking for that.
Look, I get it.
Anyway, the people on it just want sex.
And you definitely don't want that.
No, I don't, but I know what to do. This isn't for me. This side is for you.
Why are you smiling like that? Marcy? You're scaring me. What's that on the screen? Oh, god damn it, I can't see. Oh, damn these bulging eyes of mine that allow me to see to the front, to the sides, and also partially behind me. Does that say create a profile? A profile for what? A profile for what, Marcy?
Date me, date me. Don't swipe left and hate me. 'Cause if you do, my species will be gone. Date me, only you can make me. What are you afraid of, frog? What are you made of?
God damn it. Wake up!
What? What happened?
What's wrong?
Romeo went viral.
Oh, no, I knew it. Oh, this is what happens when you mess with things. Now I'm gonna die.
What are you talking about?
If you had just kept your phone on like I've asked.
Just level with me, Wyndham, okay? How long do I have to live?
Noise. Too much noise.
That's what my condo sounded like at 7 a.m. Did you make a dating profile for Romeo on dateme.com last night?
Maybe?
Someone saw it and passed it along to someone else who passed it along to someone else and so on, and now our phones are ringing off the goddamn hook.
Just hold on.
So I don't have a virus.
Whoa, over 1,000 responses. This means we now have considerably more help finding Romeo a suitable mate. This is exactly the kind of exposure we needed. This is a very positive outcome. Too soon.
Didn't I ask you to concentrate on other things?
Yes, but I didn't listen.
She admits it.
I mean, I heard what you said, and I decided not to do what you asked because I didn't agree with it. It's called agency, and I'm a big fan.
That's insubordination, Wyndham.
That's insubordination, Marcy.
Think about it. This could be advantageous for you. We're not just some rinky-dink museum in Tampa anymore. Everyone is looking at us. Everyone is looking at you.
Don't fall for it, Wyndham. Surely you can see she's just playing to your ego.
Wasn't it you who said, bring my ideas to fruition?
No.
Wasn't it you who said, always ask for forgiveness, not permission? Wasn't it you who stood up for himself when precious ideals rang true? Wasn't that you? Wasn't that you?
It could have been me.
Wasn't that you who believed in the story we're telling?
That does sound like me.
Well, now you've got something to say, and it's fucking more than compelling. You've got a chance to bring honor and fame to this Hodunk Museum in Tampa. Don't be a dick like my grandpa. Everyone's watching us. Can you feel it in the air?
I can feel it now.
Everyone's watching us. Can't you feel the camera's glare?
I can feel the glare.
No one is coming to save us. But isn't that you?
Me.
Isn't that you?
Me.
Isn't it you?
Me.
Doing your fair share.
I do like attention. Okay, I can see it, Marcy. I'm in.
No, Wyndham, no.
Wyndham, you can be the face of this thing. Say it was all your idea. Use it as a springboard for wherever you want to go, but you can't use this in any way that would harm the environment or threaten the chances of the Sehuencas Water frog survival. Do you understand?
Kind of.
Okay. For example, let's say Big Rubber calls.
What's Big Rubber?
Just a stand-in name for a big, faceless, evil, multinational rubber conglomerate interested in destroying the rainforest for profit.
Oh.
You have to promise me you won't help them.
Of course not. You really think that of me?
Yes, that's exactly what she thinks of you.
No, I'm just...
This is Dr. Wyndham Albright, head of the Tampa Museum of Science and Research. I'm sorry, who'd you say was calling? Big Rubber. I'm going to take this in my office.
Damn it!
Date me, come on, just soulmate me. Can't you see I'm worthy of your love? Date me, time is running out and we don't have another planet we can live on.
Next.
Hello.
Hi, thanks for coming in. Let me give you a seat. So, you saw Romeo's profile and you responded. You said you had a female Sehuencas frog who would be a perfect mate.
Yes, I did.
So,
Open up my box here and show you?
please.
Okay, here we go.
You don't have a female Sehuencas frog, do you?
No, I do not.
So,
Why did I come in and waste your time?
exactly.
Well, I live not too far from here, and I have the shoebox, and I never married, and sometimes it's nice to talk to people.
I completely understand, and in no way fear that I will be in a similar situation when I'm older. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Did you say next?
No. But whatever, let's just get this over with.
Rough day?
You could say that.
Full disclosure, I have never had much luck with dating sites.
Excuse me?
I have tried them all. Love Finder, Pair Me, Meet Someone, Companion.com, Help Me Aphrodite, Cupid's Arrow, Datey, Matey, and I Am Not Your Mother.com. Sorry, I'm nervous. Full disclosure, I was about to give up on dating forever.
Oh, this isn't a dating...
Then I came across your profile.
My frog's
And
profile.
I was like, what are the chances?
Let me stop you there. This is for science. This is about finding a suitable female to pair with my male Sehuencas water frog so that they can mate and propagate to save their species from extinction.
I know, it was all in your profile.
My frog's profile.
Right, but I was thinking, hoping, and maybe I was reading too much into it, but it seemed like you, the creator of that profile, might be single as well.
And where'd you get that exactly?
Subtext, intuition, context clues. You can actually tell a lot from how people write.
I'm not looking for a... I mean, I am currently unattached, but...
Oh, good. Me too.
Listen, it's been a long, frustrating day, and this isn't going to work. So, can you...
Wait. You don't want to see my frog?
You have a frog in there?
Why would I possibly lie about something as serious as having a female Sehuencas water frog? What kind of person do you think I am?
Where'd you get it?
Where'd I get it?
Yes. By what manner did you obtain a rare female Sehuencas water frog from Bolivia?
I really like the way you decorate, not a whole lot of clutter. Without a patty melt from Mama's kitchen, I appreciate the dollar plate.
You have yet to tell me, sir, what you do, how you got her.
Me, I just entered.
Hell no, hold on a sec, 'cause you sure as heck have told me nothing.
Okay. I really like the way you talk to me, nothing sentimental.
Well, I appreciate the niceties, I'd rather concentrate on nature for me.
I'm just a man of circumstance, lady, not to worry.
Don't call me lady, listen, mister, I'm not wasting one more minute on your nonsense. Tell me where you got her.
What does it matter? Look, I have the frog.
But I don't know what's in the box, and I admit that I'm a little nervous, and this all seems so unorthodox.
It doesn't matter. Look, we have a deal, and I could tell you other stories, but I'd rather tell you that I'm really happy that I met you. I think I get you.
You don't get me.
I might get you.
So, who do you work for? Big Rubber?
But no, I work for National Geographic. Professional photographer, assignment in the wild.
Just happen to be in possession of the frog who's been suppression of.
I'm just a kind of good Samaritan looking out for the critters. And I gotta say, it's sort of lucky that I came across your profile. I just knew I had to do something.
You're a terrible liar, which means you're probably a halfway decent person.
You think I'm a halfway decent person?
Yes.
You think I'm a halfway decent person?
A halfway decent person who believed an empty box would be a way to get a woman into his bed. But guess what?
What?
I'm not gonna fall for any empty Casanova. Better take your box as nothing and then on your way out. Just make sure that the door is shut.
Yes, and good riddance.
Good, I don't need this.
No, I don't need this.
Just take your box.
I'll take
and
my
get
box.
Out of my
I'll
sight.
just get out of your way.
that
I can't wait to get out of here.
RIBBIT. So, what's your name? Did you hear me? Ooh, I dare you to ignore me.
Romeo, okay? My name is Romeo.
I'm Gertrude.
So, who's that guy?
Pete, I think. Who's yours?
That's Marcy.
Oh, is she nice?
I mean, she's screwed up, but nice.
Yeah, Pete's a shit show too. Beats me Brian though, so, you know, no complaints.
You like Brian? I love Brian.
Of course you do. We're the same species.
Oh, I know. Telematobius Eurocare amphibia. That's our class, genus, and species name.
Oh, I know. So how long you been here?
I don't know. Time is...
Yeah, tough for us.
Yeah. Well, what about you? How long have you been with Pete?
Same. No idea.
Well, what have you done since you've been in Tampa?
Just the touristy stuff, you know. Went to a couple Rays games, checked out the Salvador Dali Museum, met Hulk Hogan.
Really? Oh, I love Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, no, not really. I've just been sitting in a tank watching Pete be miserable. You know why he brought me here, right? So we can mate.
You know?
Of course. I don't know why they think we can't understand everything they're saying. But just so you know, it's not gonna happen with me. I have someone at home. He's actually kind of the perfect guy, so.
Oh, good. Whew, I don't want to mate with anyone anyway.
You're joking, right?
No, not at all.
Looks like it's going great.
What? She clearly can't stand him. This is Romeo's problem. He almost immediately antagonizes any potential mates.
I think they're just feeling each other out.
See the way that she's wiggling her posterior at him? Do you know what that means?
She wants him?
She wants to murder him. Do you not know any of the behavioral patterns of Telematobius Eurocare amphibia?
I mean, I do. I just didn't know if you did.
It's a clear sign of aggression. It's what the Sehuencas do before a fight. It's science.
Maybe your guy's just a romantic.
I hate to say it, but it's clearly not going to work with your specimen. You can remove Gertrude.
Maybe he's just testing all these ladies. Maybe he's looking for more than just a good time. Looking for the one. Maybe he believes that the perfect someone is out there somewhere for him, and that he could be the perfect someone for her.
Frogs don't think like that.
Oh, how do you know? All your degrees tell you how frogs think?
Yeah, they do.
Put down your books and your charts, 'cause that's not how chemistry starts. You don't need a test tube, you just need to feel. Marcy, don't fall asleep at the wheel.
Look, I have to get back to work.
Who knows how long this could take?
How long what could take?
Why not give love a fair shake?
Are we still talking about the frogs?
They're only beginning. Who knows what's in store? The stakes are too high to ignore.
I don't know.
Please, no ifs or buts. Don't count us out, 'cause that would be nuts.
That's not my problem.
Please don't jerk us around. Let's save the earth and find middle ground.
Are you using the earth to try to go to bed with me?
We've been above board and sincere,
Have you?
and we find your suspicion severe.
Look, you can think about it however you want.
You don't have to like us, just don't make us stink. You might like us more than you think.
Will I though?
Please, no ifs or buts.
Maybe talk
Our
less.
time is now, if we just have the guts.
Yet you're still speaking.
Please don't send us away, not when the world is in such disarray.
Look, we need to be methodical about this. We need to calculate the most prudent way to achieve optimized results, which means searching for new mates, reading research papers, consulting peers, developing new hypotheses.
Screw that!
Excuse me?
Maybe they're not vibing right now, but they're both good frogs. And they both want the same thing, whether they realize it or not. Some things need time to take hold.
Do they?
Hearts can be swayed, so I'm told.
By whom?
In one tiny moment, a spark can arise, eclipsing our looming demise.
You've already said that.
Please, no ifs or buts. We're on the brink while another door shuts.
Still not my problem.
Please just do this for me.
You don't care
I'm
shit
here for the frogs and everything you see. I say we force them to spend a week together. See if they can figure it out. And if they can't, then I'll take Gertrude back home.
I don't know how productive that would be.
What time do you get in the morning?
7:30?
Great. I'll bring breakfast.
I can hear you breathing.
Well, I can hear you breathing too.
Then why didn't you say something?
Because I'm better than you.
Can I say something? No bullshit.
By all means.
You sicken me. You clearly hate yourself, but you're too scared to do anything about it. And because you're plagued by insecurity and self-doubt, and because you can't get your shit together, we're all gonna die. So, frankly, it's unacceptable.
I don't like you either.
You know, even though I have the most perfect, most handsome frog waiting for me at home, like literally the love of my life, I'd even wrestled with the idea of mating with you to save our species. I even convinced myself that it wouldn't be cheating, that it would be virtuous, heroic even to do so. So for you to be so flippant, it just makes my blood boil, which is something, because my blood is cold.
You know, you talk big, but how many times have you mated? Have you ever mated?
Nope.
Knew it.
I've just made love about 26,000 times.
26,000 times? Who have you made love to 26,000 times?
You wouldn't know him, but he's kind to insects before he eats them.
And where did you meet this Mr. Kind to Insects?
Bolivia. Right before he left for work, we lost our virginities to one another. in the deepest, moistest, most forbidden section of the cloud forest many, many times. We were nervous our first time, scared we would be eaten by predators. We had made a pact that we would share everything with each other, and this was the one thing we hadn't, so we did. Noisily, hungrily. Oh, it was magic. And it'll be magic again once we're back together. You know, just even thinking about his big, bushy, red mustache.
Hold on. He had a red mustache?
Has a red mustache. The reddest. I've always had a thing for mustaches. It's kind of been my weakness.
Oh, no.
And his was bursting with the female pleasing power of inducement.
What do I do here?
Glory, hallelujah, when you can feel something through ya. He took me down to a sacred place where he would do something to ya. He showed me my salvation in sacred forestation. A love so true, yes, I finally knew, and I knew without hesitation. He was in for the long haul, no matter what the cost. Our love was forever, and even though I'm lost, he'll find me fingers crossed.
I have some bad news for you.
What do you call this one?
Misto Gente. Toasted ham and cheese sandwich.
It's highly enjoyable flavor-wise. God damn it, Data, talk to me!
Try this.
I really can't. I have to get back to it. Oh my God.
Cuca de banana. It's banana coffee cake. Very popular in Brazil.
You mean Bolivia, right? Because that's where the frogs are from, Bolivia, not Brazil.
Right. Yeah, of course, that's what I meant. I mean, it's not like I went on the internet and searched for popular Brazilian foods instead of Bolivian, like some big dummy. Oh, hey, try some of these Bolivian bonbons I made.
I'm really stuffed, and I don't mean to be rude, but I gotta buckle down here.
More café de Munha from Bolivia?
Sure. Gracias.
De nada.
I really should cook more, but I'm always here.
Oh, I admire that. You have passion. I never really found anything that consumed me, you know? Made me jump out of bed in the morning or made me want to work all night. I guess I never really found anything I was great at.
You mean other than photography?
Right, I mean, other than that. What is their problem? What is your problem?
Ah! Whoa, what is this problem? No tapping on the glass.
What's the bad news you had to tell me?
Right. Oh, shit.
What is it?
I'm sorry, but your lover frog with the red mustache, Tad, he was here too. I wasn't the only male Sehuencas.
I never told you his name.
No, you didn't have to. I knew immediately that it was him.
Pull my other forelimb. It jingles.
They brought in Tad because they thought he was this huge stud who could mate with anyone. You know, a real Hulk Hogan type. He always bragged about how good he was at mating and how he was going to save the day, but when showtime came with this one frog named Hillary, Tad just keeled over and died.
You're lying.
No.
Oh, I can't
What?
breathe. I can't breathe.
Oh, no, please don't. I'm not the kind of frog who's good in these. What do I do? Just hide in the corner, hope for the best. It's okay. You're fine. Everything's fine. What?
Just go away.
Look, you're staying a whole week.
Just go away.
Question, what's a week?
I mean it.
Oh, can I just say one thing?
No, I don't need your help.
Okay, that's fine.
Just go.
Ray? Where am I gonna go? Look, you're a frog, and I'm a frog, and we're both in a bad situation, so as much as it pains me to say it, maybe we should just try to be nice to each other for however long a week is.
I loved him.
I know.
He was a good frog.
If you say so.
Can't we go back to the way that it was before forests were lost? Where the cost that we still hadn't realized or felt as we watched the polar caps melt. Can't we go back to the days when the weight did not burden our souls, and holes were not there in the ozone to feel, and we still believed love was real? Can't we go back to a lifetime devoid of petroleum crime, and I'll meet you by blue streets I still see in my dreams? Can't we go back to the days when we lived our lives happy and free, when a frog was a frog in a wide open gulch? What more could a frog hope to be? Can't we go back to the rain cloud when lost love was passion I vowed? I will miss you, my sweet toad. I'll carry your load. Thanks for listening.
For breakfast today,
Not an ideal time in the midst of analysis.
tapioca crepes con papaya. You're gonna love these. I had them when I was in Sao Paulo, and when I got home, I knew I had to recreate the
You
recipe.
don't understand.
What, you don't like crepes?
I'm allergic to papaya. My throat closes if I'm even in the same. I can't breathe.
Shit.
San Paulo's in Brazil.
Sorry I almost killed you there.
Pete, if you don't mind,
Right, you're working.
it's okay about the papaya. Thanks for calling the ambulance.
My pleasure. I can't tell if anything's happening with them. Gertrude's just sleeping now.
Totally within the acceptable range of behavior. And if we could keep the talking to a minimum.
You know, I'm starting to see that I'm getting in the way. Maybe I don't need to come by in the mornings.
Wait, what?
It just seems like you're really busy. And
No, I like having you here. I just. What the hell? I should tell you something.
Sure.
The guy that I was seeing died.
What?
The guy that I knew back in school.
At Stanford?
And every day I miss him. Never talk about him as a rule.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
The guy that I was seeing died.
Grief, it sucks.
I guess it's going on 9 years.
Wow.
And though I really miss him, I never shed him any tears.
That happens.
And we were friends, we were a lifetime. But life is short, so say la vie. And if we had a little longer, heaven only knows what friends we'd be.
I'm sorry, Marcy.
I just wanted you to have all the data on me.
I've been divorced.
Don't feel like you need to share.
Going on 3 years.
But it's okay if you do.
Hurts now and then. I was such an asshole. I'm not sure why I'm telling you.
Isn't it obvious? Because we're friends.
I guess we're friends.
You bring me breakfast.
poisoned you.
I almost died with no harm done.
And if we wait a little longer, we still mayn't see
What friends become.
There's something else I should tell you.
I really have to get back to work. Does my face look any better?
Uh-huh.
So one female they put in here with me didn't like Bryant.
I can think of worse things.
Okay, one said ribbit every time she ate a fly.
Ooh, okay, not great. But still, not the worst.
And another said that The Great Gatsby was too melodramatic.
So?
I couldn't abide that. No, Gatsby is a great piece of literature.
You read it?
Well, Marcy listens to a lot of audiobooks, which means I do too. Wait, question. Do audiobooks count as reading? I never know.
So you reject possible mates based on not liking Brian, saying ribbit, and not appreciating F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Those are just some highlights.
But you do realize that you reject every female because you're afraid of them rejecting you. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Or maybe I'm just waiting to find the one.
How are you going to find the one if you don't put yourself out there?
Well, I mean, that's a fair point.
It's okay to be scared. Just as long as it doesn't stop you from being happy.
I am happy. Like, I was, at least, I think. I don't know anymore. Well, what about you?
What about me?
What are you looking for in a potential mate?
Ooh, nothing. Tad just died, remember?
Did he? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with time.
So I am done with love forever.
You know what?
What?
I really respect that.
You know, you're not as terrible as I thought you were, Romeo. Friends?
Oh, sure, yeah, friends. Just friends is great.
This is extremely positive. Look at you two. Are you friends? Pete, you gotta see this.
A guy that I was seeing died.
Life is a bitch.
And though I sort of feel like shit,
All feel like shit.
I'm sort of glad I met you, even though I hate you just a bit.
I hate you too.
But now we're friends.
Yes, we're your friends.
We're glad you're here.
We're
better off.
By far we are.
There's no harm done.
And if we wait a little longer, we still may yet see what friends become. Who is this civilian?
Hi, Pete.
Wyndham. Pete, I'm gonna need to speak with Marcy, so,
Absolutely. It's nice to meet you, Wyndham.
You as well. It was not nice to meet him. Who is he?
The answer to all of our problems. Look, that's his female Sehuencas, Gertrude, getting along with Romeo. Oh, I can't believe it. We finally found a mate.
You did? That guy?
Not for me, for Romeo.
Well, I have better news. I got the money to take Romeo to Bolivia to find a real mate.
But Gertrude is a real mate.
Not in my opinion. Plus, I don't trust that guy. Do you have a travel case or a bag, something for Romeo? Gonna need to get going soon.
Where'd you get the money?
Science enthusiasts?
Oh, Wyndham.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to say that this isn't just a cover for Big Rubber to go to the cloud forest under scientific pretenses so they can rape rare and natural protected resources that they otherwise wouldn't have access to.
How dare you besmirch Big Rubber? Travel case. Now, if you could just scooch out of the way.
You're not taking Romeo anywhere.
When are you gonna wake up? I've given you every chance here. Sorry, but this is how it works. No one is coming to save us. We can only build upon the United States of Amazon. No one is passing out blue skies.
Might as well fall in with the bad guys. See this? This is why I'm really going to Bolivia.
To have sex?
To harvest rubber for condoms. Condoms are good, right?
That's not the... Those two things aren't binary.
We tried it your way, the good person way. It didn't work.
Look, Wyndham, we were gifted a great planet, and we screwed it up. Now it's our chance to fix it. That's where you and I come in, and Romeo and Gertrude too. It's our last chance. It's the big game, and we're on the mound, but our arm is sound. It's our last shot. It's our last chance. 'Cause we screwed things up, but it's not too late. You can still be free in the eyes of fate and make a difference, and just maybe Wyndham saves the world. Wyndham saves the world. Wyndham saves the world.
Tempting, but I'm just gonna take the frog.
What?
Ow! Bit me!
They don't have teeth, you fucking mediocrity!
Sorry, Marcy. It's for the best.
Okay. I'm in a travel case now, being taken to Bolivia against my will, where Marcy's not there to take care of me. But can't freak out, because that won't help. I can't do this. I want out. I'm being frog-napped against my will. He can't do this. Why am I here? Life is over. I'm freaking out. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I really don't like being jostled. Okay, it's gonna be okay. Marcy won't give up. She'll come save me. Just don't think about these new, confusing feelings you have about Gertrude. Just, cavalry's coming. Sit tight. Don't do anything.
You're doing it again.
What?
Reverting back to that scared little frog you used to be.
Wait, what are you all doing here?
The cavalry's not coming, dummy.
Hey, frog, where ya going? What's your hurry? Don't fret. Hey, frog, where ya headed? What's your worry? Not yet. Little big guy, what you gonna do now? Better find your balls, babe, there is only you now. Hey, frog, you're doing this for all God's creatures. Hey, frog, you're doing this for birds and bees and plants and trees, it's true. But most of all, you're doing this for you.
You're wrong. I'm just a tiny frog in a big and scary world. I'm no Hulk Hogan.
There is no Hulk Hogan. He's a fantasy.
He lives in Clearwater.
Stop using Hulk Hogan as an excuse. You know you need to go back. And for the first time, you know you can do this. You can save Gertrude. You can save all of us.
But you're too scared to actually bust out of there.
Stupid Dad. None of this would have happened if he hadn't died. None of this mating pressure, no saving the world, no weird feelings about Gertrude. Everything would have just stayed the same.
You would have stayed the same.
Exactly. What's wrong with that? All I ever wanted was to eat some flies, watch a sunset with my protruding eyes. Then our best frog upends my world and dies.
But that's not the worst part.
Yeah, he didn't really love her, now it's plain to see. Didn't have a bond like Gertrude and me. What am I saying?
What is he saying?
I want her desperately to be my one frog, to last a lifetime, to see my bug eyes in her three-chambered heart.
Her three-chambered heart.
now I am determined to get out of this bag, start waving my own flag. That's what it's about, 'cause the cavalry ain't coming. I'm the goddamned cavalry. And I'm breaking out.
Stop wiggling, Romeo. You're gonna fall out of the bag.
Crap! This is horrible! This is terrible! Think of how I feel. I really liked him. Wait, I like him.
And the worst part is, I really liked that frog. Now he's gonna die in Bolivia. He can't take care of himself. He's helpless without me.
But he was such a jerk. Oh, but then he was so sweet. Crap, what is happening
What am I
to me?
gonna do? I'm gonna find Pete. I'm gonna go to Pete's apartment.
Nope, bad idea.
He won't care if I just barge in. It's an emergency. And I feel like he's the only one I can trust.
I can see now this is gonna get worse before it gets better.
Hang on, Gertrude. Help is on the way.
I kinda miss the way he used to bitch and moan. I miss those bug eyes, the strangest I have known. Is this love or a chemically secreted pheromone? Is he my one frog to last a lifetime? Is he my one toad, now lost and alone? Romeo, come back to me. I'm waiting right here till you appear.
I am brave. A new Romeo. I can do anything.
Welcome to catastrophe. Welcome to Greater Tampa. By the Gulf of Mexico. Try not to throw a tantrum, no. Welcome to calamity. Hope you don't die in traffic. Don't forget to visit many of our finer churches and to say hello to Jesus. Hello to Jesus.
Doesn't matter, hey, is that a dog? I'm almost flattened by a semi as I see another devastation on its way to making me shit my pants. It doesn't matter, look, I'm just a frog, and I am not equipped to handle even half of this hellscape. I'm shaking, I might be baking. What's that? Is that a Tampa Bay Rays tailgate party? Whoa! Danger, Will Robinson.
Welcome to catastrophe. Here in Greater Tampa. We hope you've had a lovely holiday. We wouldn't have it any other way. We are not particular. Everybody's friendly. Welcome to the party and to our community. Be careful what you say and do, 'cause there is no immunity.
Wyndham kidnapped Romeo.
What are you doing here?
Did you hear what I said?
You can't be here.
I didn't know where else to go.
I mean, I'm glad you're here. Wait, how did you know where I live?
Have you heard of the internet? Can I come in?
Actually, now it's not such a good...
What was that?
What? Squawk. I didn't hear squawk.
Do you have birds?
I do have birds. Why don't I just meet you...
Was that it?
No.
Can you open the door? Please?
No? Please don't. I don't really like you.
You're not a photographer for National Geographic.
No.
You're a piece of shit.
Wait, in my defense...
Wasn't a question.
I know how bad this looks.
Do you, though?
My mother has dementia. She doesn't have health insurance.
Stop.
And after I lost my job at Animal Control, long story, I sort of got into the black market to subsidize my income.
This is wrong, however you try to paint it.
Look, I love animals, you know that. I find good homes for them.
Stop talking.
Sometimes you have to do something wrong to do something right.
I don't believe that.
Marcy.
Fuck you.
In ordinary times,
extraordinary crimes can slip by unseen. And I made one bad bet, but one is all you get, then you're through. Screw you. You lose your job, your mom gets sick, and now you're called a prick. Then I saw your face, but such amazing grace cannot be mine. I don't deserve you. One spectacular mistake. You're driving way too fast. Your foot can't hit the brake. Life has a way of making sure that nothing you can say or do will ever help you erase your stunning fall from grace. And it wasn't all my fault. But yeah, I'll take the blame. Oh, my shame. Too bad. Shit kicked in, deals were made, values were betrayed. In ordinary times, I might have stood my ground, remained unbound. But these days are not ordinary times, and mine are not ordinary crimes. Still I have to face my stunning fall from grace. Oh, piece of cake. See? Oh, I really am brave. Not in denial. Okay, gotta get back to the museum. Back to Gertrude, but which way? Oh, what am I thinking? It's not like there's just gonna be some giant map of down. Holy shit. Psst. Who said that? Show yourself. Beloved wrestling icon Hulk Hogan!
That's right! Great to meet you.
You speak frog?
That's affirmative.
How? Well, why?
Does it really matter? I just do. So now we can move on and accept that as reality. So, how can I help you, Jack?
What do you mean?
Well, that's what I do. I wander the streets of Florida seeing what good I can do for people. It's like a community service I provide to this great sunshine state that's done so much for the Hulkster.
I need to get to the Tampa Museum of Research and Science.
Well, I got great news for you, brother. You're not far. Oh. Look, take North Morgan down to West Kennedy. Now there's going to be a Waffle House on your right and a Wax Museum on your left. And you're going to... know what? I'll just take you.
Really?
Of course. I mean, it's not like this is all just some elaborate ruse for me to take you home and eat you.
Well, you don't understand. I have to get back to Gertrude.
Who's Gertrude?
She's the love of my life, my one frog. I'm going to ask her to mate.
Oh. How's her legs? I mean, taste-wise.
You're a monster.
No. I'm just hungry.
Oh, get away from me. No, you're not real. You're just a fantasy. Someone I thought that I needed to look like to be a real frog. Look, I might be scared and I've come ill-prepared, but I won't let fear go to my head. I thought I was you, now I see that's not true, and I'd rather be me instead. I'm alive, I'm alive.
Not for long.
I'm alive, I'm alive.
Hey, I didn't know we were singing. I would have warmed up.
Yes, you are large in the shape of a barge. I still think the odds are with me. 'Cause though you are jacked with your muscles intact, I'm a frog and I'm proud and I'm free. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive.
Yeah, that's like the 6th or 7th time you've said that. I don't think anyone said you weren't.
I take possession of my future, 'cause I know now who I am, and no has-been, big boy or hero is gonna slow my jam.
Back away from the edge of that dock now, brother.
No way, brother.
You really think you can make it back to the museum? How?
Does it matter? I just can. And so now we can move on and accept that as reality.
Using my words against me, that's clever.
Don't try to get it, it's not worth the effort, 'cause your time has come and gone, bro. And if you can't accept that, it's none of my business, and I'm afraid it's time to go.
You're not going anywhere.
I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive.
This is all my fault. I stopped focusing on my work, got sloppy, developed feelings. Never again. Work. Only work.
What are you doing?
Stop croaking over there.
Chaining yourself up to a computer is not going to help get Romeo back.
You don't understand. It's all over. Pete's a criminal.
You didn't hear about his sick mother?
Yes, he told me about his mother. That doesn't excuse anything. How could I be so stupid? Can I tell you something, Gertrude?
Of course. If we females can't talk in times like these, when can we?
I really liked Pete. But what kind of person traffics in exotic animals? A person who's a piece of shit, that's who. Oh, Gertrude, why is my life in the shitter? Why do I smell like depression? God, just kill me now. Oh, Gertrude, nothing came out like I wanted. I didn't win the gold medal. As it turns out, I had to settle on just mediocre, no awards or prizes, as I learned that failure comes in different sizes, but not a size that fits. No longer the girl wonder, just a girl who calls it quits.
You can't quit, I won't let you.
Oh, Gertrude, I thought I had all the answers. Now I don't remember the question. Isn't that a kick? Oh, Gertrude, why can't you hear what I'm saying? If I knew what you were thinking, I might not be as prone to drinking. But with the world exploding and my pain ballooning, I have deep self-doubt that I am still fine-tuning a condition I have earned. No longer the girl wonder, just a woman who got burned. To hell with that. His words were lies. He's just a rat with pale blue eyes. His mom got sick. That's no excuse. I had no choice. I had to cut the bastard loose. Oh, Gertrude, why can't I forecast the outcome? Why can't I measure his motives? Do I have him wrong? Oh, Gertrude, maybe I acted too hasty. He did his best to protect you, and he would never disrespect you. Have I judged him harshly? He might be well-meaning. I may have a crush on him, or so I'm leaning. Surprised and overdue. No longer the girl wonder, but maybe it's okay to lose the prize, to dry your eyes and then get back in the saddle. Dreams can still evolve, despair resolved. It's a problem I'm meant to solve.
Look, I don't have a horse in this race, as I am a frog, but I do know this. Some meth heads smuggled me into this country because they knew someone who wanted to use a Sehuencas frog for, his words, erotic purposes. Pete rescued me and found someone special who wanted me for a good reason. The best reason. To save the world. That person was you.
You sound like farts.
It was you, Marcy.
I don't care anymore. And I definitely don't want him to come here and try to explain himself, because I would never, ever forgive him. Pete, what are you doing here?
I'm here to make amends.
No, you can't. It's too late. But if you were going to try and make amends, what would you say?
I called animal control. It's all over.
What's all over?
Me, my business, the exotic animals. I mean, I can't. Now that I met you,
Pete, you could go to jail.
If it means the frog survived, then maybe that's okay. Sort of a karmic trade-off.
Hold on. Was your hypothesis that you would just barge in here, share all this new data, and I would just magically abandon all logic and allow my emotions to take over my actions?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh my God! Romeo! How did he get here?
Oh, he's a survivor.
There you go, little guy. He's alive!
Hey, it's me! I'm alive! You'll never believe it. It's sort of fantastic. There's parts I don't quite understand. But I had an adventure and I met Hulk Hogan, though things did not go as I planned. But hey, I'm alive!
Alive! I'm alive! I'm alive! I'm alive!
Poor thing, he's been stuck in the parking lot this whole time.
Romeo, you didn't die!
Oh, you're not gonna believe the adventure that I had.
I know, the parking lot sounds awesome.
Oh, it was big and scary, and there were cars, but you were all I could think about.
Tell me.
Well, you see, the thing of it is,
Yeah, say it.
well, because
No, wait. Say it in frog.
RIBBIT.
I love you too.
Oh my God.
Are they?
They're doing it. They're mating.
That means there's still a chance.
Yeah, that's right, Pete. There's still a chance. For all of us. In ordinary times, I'd really hate your guts. No ifs or buts. Too bad. But now you've made amends.
I
I have made amends.
And we can still be friends.
Or much more.
That's right. So do your time, but make it fast. I'm ready at long last. In ordinary times, our paths would never cross, our lives would not be changed forever. One spectacular mistake can shock you into love. It shakes your soul awake. We found each other at our worst. Then the best in us came through. Not at first, but in the end, because of you, I'm my best self again.
And so, the four of them went on mating all night, straight on till morning. Hey, Hulk Hogan! Romeo's new thirst for life culminated in him successfully ejaculating roughly 4 million tiny tadpoles into Gertrude's tiny uterus.
Located here.
Right, brothers. He knocked her up good. And the two of them did end up saving the Bolivian Sehuencas water frogs, and some might argue, us humans too. Let's see, what else? What else? Oh yeah! Pete went to jail, but was let out after 2 months for cooperation and good behavior. And then Marcy and Pete got married. Huzzah!
Huzzah to you, Hulk Hogan!
They had a couple of tadpoles themselves. Pete's now a stay-at-home papa, while Marcy took over Wyndham's old job running the museum after he got arrested for a whole mess of malfeasance.
I suck.
And so, it all turned out pretty damn okay. Even though it didn't look like it would for a second there. And we all learned some valuable lessons along the way. None that any of us would have learned had we not been on this journey together. And so, I better be getting. You should too. Thanks for spending some time with us. And remember, we're all connected. From the tiniest water frog to the biggest pro wrestler. And if we all work together, respect each other, this planet, and all of us who call it home, will live together in peace and harmony.
Be good to each other.